Hello to you, my listener. I am Miss Addison, and we are going to read a love story from one of our avid listeners. This story is about what happened in her love life. Well, what are we still waiting for? Let's get started. My name is Jennifer, and this is the story of my love life. In an unexpected event, something happened to my uncle and me. Forbidden in the eyes of the dear Lord, and shameful in the eyes of the people, but it's here. It's happened. I did not expect this to happen in my life. And this is the story of my love life. My uncle and I are not far apart in age. Only a few months older than me. Because my mom's parents divorced when she was young, and they had their own family. And my mother had a brother outside. This is where my mother's stepbrother and I started our good relationship. I often go to their house, sleep, eat, talk, and whatever else. I often go for a walk with them because of my grandmother. My mother's mother is already weak. That's the reason why I often go for a walk with them. And that's where it all started. That's when my uncle and I met, my mother's half-brother. Drinking wine and having fun with them. Their house is just the right size. It has 3 rooms. 2 brothers in 1 room. And the other one is my grandmother's. I really didn't expect that my uncle, who is my mother's half-brother, was sleeping in the living room. And that's my uncle, sleeping right in their room. That day, I wasn't thinking about anything. So my uncle and I were lying in bed, as if nothing had happened. In the middle of the night, I felt something strange. As if someone was holding my leg. My uncle and I are facing each other. No malice or anything. I'm thinking, my uncle is just really drunk. Maybe he just didn't know what he was doing. I just didn't pay attention. I wasn't drunk. They were the only ones who were drunk. I still remember. The next day, we decided to go swimming. So my uncle and I were in the swimming pool. It's like we're brothers actually. He accompanied me. Many people are bathing there. And he said to me, he will accompany me so that I will not be rude. Until there is an unexpected event. There is a man who is paying attention to me. And I could see in my uncle's eyes. Angry eyes. He suddenly hugged me. I didn't pay attention. Because I was thinking. At that time, he was just considerate and protective. But I felt that strange. Because his hand was crawling. My eyes widened. When he crawled his hand to the part of my body where his hands shouldn't go. But I tried not to react. I don't know why. But I feel like I want to. I don't know. Then I suddenly came to my senses and left the swimming pool. I was at the edge of that swimming pool, and I was looking at nothingness. The depth of my thoughts. I was already thinking. I was already attracted to my uncle. Confirmed. I have a crush on my uncle. But I should bury it in oblivion. Because it is forbidden. And it's ugly to hear that someone like me likes my uncle. But it also makes me think because uncle seems to be interested in me. Until, one day, I confirmed that we feel the same. We were on our way home, and they decided to have a drink, and when they left us, that's when I confirmed that uncle likes me. I was chatting with someone, my lover. What I didn't know was uncle watching. I was surprised when he suddenly grabbed my cell phone and told me that I should enjoy myself. Don't just always do what you want. And then, after he took my cell phone, he didn't give it back to me, and he took it. And he said he was just going to take a shower. Of course, I wanted to take my cell phone from him, so I followed him to the bathroom. I felt, at that time, that I had drunk too much. Until I didn't realize I wanted so much to take the cell phone from him. I entered the bathroom where my uncle was, and of course, exposed me, the pet he was hiding. He saw me. I also saw him. I saw uncle holding his pet, and I was just surprised by the following chapters. He suddenly kissed me, and when he kissed me, I was surprised. So, I pushed him away. And it's a good thing what happened didn't continue, because otherwise, we're done. So we went back to wherever we had been drinking. We didn't say a word to each other because I was ashamed of what happened. And when we went to sleep, my uncle and I are no longer next to each other. I just slept next to my grandmother. Uncle was already there in the hammock, so it was early in the morning, and I was still dizzy. So the way I walked, I almost crashed. The incident happened quickly. I was just surprised. When I came out of the bathroom, uncle was already in front of me. He let me enter the bathroom. And there we were. We couldn't stop ourselves anymore. Probably brought with us alcohol and body heat. Then he said, "I love you." When I heard that, I was so happy. After that happened, I was sad, because what we had was wrong. Wrong. Until we hid what was happening to us and what we had. Sometimes we are still looking for a way to meet. We meet every day off, even though he is still studying. He manages the time to meet me, and I also feel that he is making an effort. It's like we're married. There's jealousy. There is a fight. There is sullenness. There are taboos. There is care taking place. There are sweet moments. As long as everything a couple does, we do almost. My uncle is 3 months older than me. He graduated first, and we secretly celebrate each other's success. But despite our successes, we also fight. When we face our family, we are okay. But if not, we are at war. And that time came when we broke up. No text, no call. I got a boyfriend, which he didn't know about. Then, one time, I went back to them for a vacation. And that's when he found out I had one. That's when we talked about stopping. He told me he still loves me, but even if he still loves me, I don't want to anymore because it's not right. I feel sorry for our family. So I turned my love for him to someone else. To my new boyfriend. So, even if he kneels to me, even if he hugs me, even if he cries in front of me, even if it hurts me to let go of him, I have to do it. All I did was cry, because what's the point if what he wants is wrong? So, I ended our relationship with my uncle, because I know that we can't. And nothing will happen to my relationship with my uncle in the future. And I want an honest relationship. I want a free relationship. Because the more we do that, the more we will hurt the people around us. And here I am. I have children. A single mom. Because my child's father and I were not lucky. I don't even say hello to my uncle anymore. That I once loved so much. Maybe it's still painful for him. And I just don't know if he has moved on from me. It hurts, but it's necessary, because it's not just for us, but for him as well. Because I know that this is the right thing for us to do for each other. So I will wait for the right time, for everything to be fixed between my uncle and me. The one without awkwardness. It's true. The short-lived joy. I hope, if we ever meet, I hope we don't have feelings for each other anymore. Because I have children. And he is also married. This is where my story ends. Thank you for listening. Once again, I'm Jennifer, and this is my love life story. To our listeners, what can you say or advise about what happened in her love life? If you have any suggestions or comments, please comment below. Thank you very much for listening. I am Miss Addison from Miss Romantica. If you are new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe and please press the bell notification so that you are constantly updated on the videos I upload. If you have love experience stories, send to our website brookeclark787@gmail.com. And you might be lucky enough to be drawn and featured on this channel. I'm Miss Addison from Miss Romantica. Thank you very much, and see you next time.